Manchester United have beaten Fulham 1-0. Not a good performance yet again from Manchester United, but sees us get that vital win to keep us clear of that relegation fears for Manchester United. I think that there's quite a massive gap now between us and the bottom three, so I didn't personally think that Manchester United would get relegated anyway, but I know some people were massively concerned. For me, this squad's too good to go down, and we're just not getting the best out of this. I mean, I'm not saying this group of players is any good at all. As Manchester United standards, it's very, very poor. But I think it should be doing better than it has been doing. I really do. But I mean, he's switched it up a little bit. He's brought like Mazraoui back in, and that tonight he's played Garnacho and Ahmad as two tens in there. But I mean, Højlund yet again, flattered to deceive. I mean, just not good enough, Højlund. It just is what it is. Just not good enough. And Manchester United have got away with one again there. If Fulham were any better on the night, if they took their chances, Manchester United probably would have gone home with another defeat. And I mean, to me, it just papers over the cracks for Manchester United again. But to me, all I want to see now is Manchester United cement their place mid-table and move on to concentrating on trying to perform a miracle, maybe win a cup competition this season, and I would happily take that this season. You never know when you're in the FA Cup and Europa League if you get the luck of the draws, if you get lucky like we did under Egghead last season. That FA Cup, nobody ever gave us a chance of winning that. We got very lucky in games against Coventry and shit, and even got fortunate against the likes of Liverpool, and then managed to win it. So you never know in them competitions, but we've won this with a deflected strike from a good strike it was that looped in to the net from Martinez there. But relying on goals like that is just not good enough for Manchester United, is it? We've seen that in the past under Erik ten Hag. I remember a shit game against Luton where Lindelof scored. There's been so many of them games over the last year or so that Manchester United have been shit, where a Maguire might nick a goal and Manchester United might get a point or 3 points, but that's just not Manchester United. I want to see some good football. This game was dog shit. I mean, the amount of people that were pulling their hair out, I was seeing on social media at half time with how bad that game was from both sets of players. Just criminal game of football. To call it the beautiful game and you're watching that shit. I mean, the lack of quality obviously up front for Manchester United is a massive issue for Ruben Amorim, but I don't think so far he's got nowhere near the best out of this group of players. Myself, I just personally don't think the formation is helping to get the best out of it. When you're having two midfielders in there, I would just want to see a third midfielder in there. I really do. But it is what it is. He's going to stick with his formation. Can he get different personnel in to help to change this? I mean, we just don't know if this is going to turn around. We just literally do not know. Only time will tell whether he can get some personnel in and get this team playing better than that, because if Manchester United continue to play like that, even if we win the odd game here or there, so I know Ruben Amorim said as long as we win the game, it's just papering over the cracks. You're going to go to another game and lose. You cannot play that shit in games and keep winning. We've seen that loads of times last season, and we see it losing most games this season. But it steered us away from that relegation zone. This has. I mean, he's made a number of changes in that second half. I mean, Xerxes come on. I mean, Euros come on. Collier's come on. Collier did do a good clearance at the back there from the corner late on in the game to help Manchester United win the game, which was nice. It does now seem that Casemiro's really being phased out. Now he's putting Collier in instead of him. And I think that is the end of Casemiro, though we just cannot get rid of him. I mean, there is so much you could talk about. I mean, Rashford again not in the squad. Is he going to leave before the end of the window? Will Garnacho leave before the end of the window? We will have to wait and see. Will any more signings come in? To be honest, I don't really care if there's any more signings. I know people are losing their hair and shit and saying we should bring some signings in now. It will improve Manchester United. But realistically, I'd be happy just to keep the squad as it is now. Maybe Rashford could go because he's not even being utilised in the squad, and it may upset the apple cart. But besides that, I'll just keep the squad as it is and then move on to the summer. You're not getting relegated. There's no way of Manchester United winning the league. You're not going to bring players in that are going to change this massively now. You're not going to bring a Bruno Fernandes type player in January, and they're going to elevate Manchester United to new heights, and we're going to go on and get in the top 4, or we're going to win the Europa League. It won't change whether Manchester United do anything this season. I don't personally think anyway massively to warrant bringing them in. And we can have a fresh start in the summer transfer window. Look ahead to that, because the league's complete and utterly fucked. I don't even think Manchester United could get into a European space, or Europa League conference space. So that is how shit it's been. But we'll roll on to Thursday in the Europa League to try and finish that group off, and then roll on. But at least it is 2 back-to-back shitty wins for Manchester United. Or at least that is something to be positive about. Anyway, I just don't really know what else to say on it. Other than that, dog shit as usual. Anyway, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.